Hey you guys, it's Kitty Whiskerrrs back with a pop culture review of Sister Wives in Minecraft. I've been following the Brown family since this program began airing in 2011. This show documents the crazy life of the Brown family, which is unique because they're a polygamous family led by the patriarch himself, Kody Brown. If you follow Sister Wives, then this should be a fun breakdown of the Brown family, including a Minecraft progression of Kody's crazy hairstyles. The birthdays I refer to here are obtained from public resources, so I can't vouch for them as fact, only my diligence from scouring the internet. Also, I did a lot of creative mathing for fun here, so remember, these are not verified facts. I also tried hard to keep out my personal preferences for different family members, but they did creep in. I do have my favorites, and I'm sure you have your favorites, which I think is okay, just so you know that there's no hate here. It comes from a place of respect and admiration, so here we go. Once upon a time, and 2 decades before cameras showed up in the Brown home, Kody Wynn Brown married a California-born Mary Caroline Barber. He was 21 and she was 19. Their birthdays are only 1 day apart, but he is 2 years older. His is on the 17th and hers is on January 16th. That makes them both Capricorns, so by all rights, they should have been a great love match, both taking a calm, practical approach to resolving problems. From what I know, they set out to have a polygamous lifestyle, but not the icky kind. All of the marriages in this video are agreed upon by consenting adults. This is not the icky kind of polygamy that you see on the news. So Mary was a great pick because she was used to the polygamous lifestyle because she was raised in a polygamous family where her dad had 5 wives. Mary had 25 siblings. Just wow. That's a lot of pushing out babies. Also, it's rumored that Mary wanted to have a really big family with 8 kids. So at this point, she had big hopes and dreams when she married Kody, and she had her whole life in front of her with this man. Their wedding was really pretty, and you can tell that she took care with the small details. Their wedding photos appear professional, and it was more polished probably than his subsequent weddings, until the last one anyway. So Parawan Mary Brown had a gorgeous white wedding dress, and she had boobs for days and an iron flat stomach. They actually did appear very much in love. And also note that Kody's hair was pretty normal at that point. It was cut nicely and there's no swooping or excessive hair products. Yeah. So almost 3 years later, on January 20th of 93, Kody spiritually married Mary's former sister-in-law through her brother. And that would be Janelle Shriver Barber. So Janelle and Kody were both 23 at the time. She's a Taurus and he's a Capricorn, so they're both grounded earth signs, and that had the earmarkings of a long relationship. Yep. Hello, Janelle Shriver. We should talk about Janelle's mom because she was married to Kody's dad, so technically they're stepbrother and stepsister, which is maybe awkward, but they weren't raised together or anything, so it's not weird, it's just different. They had a really practical wedding. It wasn't as big as Mary's, but it was sweet nonetheless. In 1994, fabulous Christine Ruth Allred enters the picture officially. Kody proposed to this lady after just 1 date. There's a lot being said nowadays about Kody's attraction and whatnot, but be real. Christine is polygamous royalty. She was born into the famous Allred family, and her grandfather was Rulon C. Allred, the freaking founder of the UAB. So if you know, you know. Wow, right? So in that way, Kody was lucky to land a girl like Christine. She was 21 and he was 24 when they got married. And she's Aries and he's still a Capricorn. So they're moderately compatible actually, but they can both be stubborn with each other, but he should like her energy and she should like his steadiness. And we should mention that Fabulous Christine wanted to be the third wife and therefore likely the last wife. Their wedding was small but sweet. It was muted and really respectful to the first two wives. And you could see that Christine took care on the little details. So the first Baba came along in May of 94 when Queen Janelle gave birth to baby Logan Brown. He is a Gemini, which makes him a social butterfly. We were very happy. Can we talk a second about Kody's hair evolution? I think I'm going to put a video together just of his hair evolution. It's something that fans are aware of. So almost 10 months later, in 1995, Fabulous Christine delivered little Aspen Brown into the world. Aspen is a Pisces, so she's bound to be sensitive and gracious and emotionally aware. Although, do not tick us off because we can cut you off in 2 seconds and happily never talk to you again. And I'm a big history fan, so if the Browns were royalty, then Aspen would be the Princess Royal. That's right. Aspen's important. So moving along. In July, Mary Brown gave the world a baby, now known as Leon. That's right. Leon is a Leo. They're known to be vivacious, theatrical, and vibrant. Mary was numero uno wife, right? But this is Trace's baby. So she was probably thrilled that her dreams of motherhood were coming true at this point. Also notice her LuLaRoe stretch pants. Now we have Fabulous Christine and MLM Mary, or maybe Parawan Mary. I'm not sure which I prefer. Also note that Mary and Janelle were preggers with Aspen and Leo at about the same time. And that happened a ton during the development of this family. So a little over 3 months later, Queen Janelle, who I love, introduced Madison Rose Brown to the world. Little Maddie. Maddie's a Scorpio, which means that she can be ruthless in pursuit of her goals. She's bound to set high goals, and she's probably loyal and determined. This is Brown Baba, number 4, but Janelle's second. Logan was less than a year and a half old when Maddie came along, so Janelle had her hands full. So moving along, in 1996, Fabulous Christine added little Mykelti Ann to the mix. She was a June baby, like Logan, a Gemini, the social butterflies. Geminis can talk to anyone about anything, anytime. And Mykelti really does come across that way. She was Brown Baba, number 5, but number 2 for Fabulous Christine. Aspen was just over a year old when Mykelti arrived, so Christine was busy too. Kody's hair is starting to divert from the path of normality at this point. And, hi little Aspen. And hair products have definitely entered the picture. In February of 97, Queen Janelle gave us Hunter Brown. Where is he? Hello, little baby Hunter. He's an Aquarius, so he should be innovative, progressive, rebellious, but also a humanitarian. He was Baba number 6, but Janelle's 3rd. So when Hunter was born, Logan was not yet 3, and Maddie was about 14 months. So that means Janelle's kids are what we joke about in our family as Irish triplets. Like if you have 3 babies in 3 years, like I had Irish triplets, and it is so much work. It is literally like having triplets. So can I just do a Minecraft rant here for a second? As a Minecrafter who covers pop culture, I really struggled with the eye color of so many in this family. There's so many hazel eyes, but sometimes they look more brown or green. So if I wasn't sure, I just made them hazel because they probably are some version of hazel anyway. Ugh, it was very difficult. Rant over, moving on. Okay, so in 1998, the Brown Prince Peyton Rex was born to fabulous Christine. Peyton is an August baby, so he's another Leo. He's likely to be independent, a fast achiever, and social. This is Brown baby number 7 and Christine's 3rd. So think about it. When Peyton was brand new, Christine had a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old, and Christine was the house mom, so she was watching Janelle's quasi-triplets and her own quasi-triplets and Mary's baby Leo. So she must have been up to her elbows in diapers and bottles and baths and story times and teething, and ugh, this woman deserves a prize. It is a lot. I put Christine in boots and her long sweater because that's what I'm used to seeing her in. I felt like that should be her Minecraft uniform. This is a handful of babies. Look at them. They're all so little and cute. So in October, just 3 months later, Queen Janelle gave birth to another Brown boy. Janelle likes to push out the boys. Robert Garrison Brown, and I think he was born on Halloween. Garrison, like Maddie, is a Scorpio, so he should be kind of determined in pursuit of his goals and have very lofty goals and be loyal to other people. I bet Maddie and Garrison either get along really great or not at all. If anyone knows, let me know. I'm curious. Garrison was Brown baby number 8, but Janelle's 4th. And when he was born, Logan was 4 and Maddie was almost 3 and Hunter was not yet 2. So, wow. Go Janelle. Adorable. Okay, so around in here somewhere, we're just going to weave Robin into this story because even though she wasn't part of their original story arc, she will intersect with the Brown family one day in the future, so we can just keep an eye out on her progression in the timeline like over there. So once upon a time, in a land not that far away, a baby boy named David or Dayton, I'm not sure which one is actually correct as of today because I think there's been a name change. So please be patient with me. This baby has the same birth date as Parawan, Mary, Caroline, Barbara Brown. And like Kody, they're all Capricorns. Strange fact. All right, in 2001, Queen Janelle home runs another baby boy, and that is Gabriel Brown. Hi, Gabriel. He's an October baby, a Libra, and that means he should be charming and well-balanced and enjoy the beauty in life. When Gabriel popped out, Logan was 7, Maddie was 5, Hunter was 4, and Garrison was almost 3. He was Brown baby number 9 and number 5 for Janelle. Close to twins, so that's Gabriel. Close to twins, Gwendolyn Janelle Brown was born just 4 days later. So they were definitely preggers at the same time. Gwendolyn, who I love, is Brown Baba number 10 and number 4 for Fabulous Christine. When Gwen was born, Aspen was 6, McKelty was 5, and Peyton was 3. And she's another Libra, so, you know, she's going to be charming and well-balanced and enjoy the beauty in life. And Libras get along really well with Gemini, so I do wonder if she gets along well with McKelty and Logan. So if anyone knows that, can you let me know? I'm curious. And a side note, I love Christine's unique baby names and spellings like McKelty and Gwendolyn, and just all of them are just so cute. So, in another land, not so far away, in another time, a baby girl named Aurora Alice was born to a woman named Robin Alice Sullivan Jessup. It is a mouthful. Aurora is our first Aries, and she's likely a headstrong, independent person, and maybe even a type A. When Robin had Aurora, David Dayton was 2 years old. In 2003, we're back to fabulous Christine, and she had a beautiful baby named Isabel Page, again with the cute names. Isabel with a Y was baby number 11 for Kody and number 5 for Christine. Izzy is a Pisces just like Aspen, so she's likely to be sensitive and gracious and emotionally aware. I know from experience she will also cut you out of her life like a warm knife to butter if you make her mad. When Izzy came along, Aspen was 8, McKelty was 6, Peyton was 4, and Gwendolyn was about a year old. Moving on, in 2004, Queen Janelle comes up to bat and delivers little Savannah Brown. This is Janelle's 6th and last Baba. Savannah, I almost said Savannah. Savannah is a Sagittarius, so she should be optimistic and fair-minded and honest. She's probably more fun than people know and spontaneous too. When Savannah was born, Logan was 10, Maddie was 9, Hunter was 7, Garrison was 6, and Gabriel was 3. I almost forget sort of what a little baby she was. She was just a tiny compared to the big ones at this point. And so in another land, not that far away, Robin Alice Sullivan Jessup gives birth to little Brianna Rose. Brianna is a Cancer sign, so she's likely to be ultra devoted and emotionally in tune with others. And when Brianna was born, David was 4 and Aurora was 2. So 2010. It was crazy for this family, you guys, because TLC started filming Sister Wives, and it just seems like so long ago because so much has changed. It's crazy. We had our first glimpse into the Brown family in Utah, and it was never seen like that on TV before. This was the first polygamy house most of us ever saw. I did see it recently, and it's really cute. In real life, like, the driveway is ginormous, and I could see it's for a good reason because so many vehicles could park there. And then there are things like that in the show that are not really, obvious in the show. And how they split up living in the house was really unique because, Mary just had an upstairs, like a little part, because she only had one kid, and then Janelle had like half the house, and Christine like had a big part in the basement, and that was a whole issue. Also in 2010, fabulous Christine gave birth to little Truly Grace, baby number 13 for the Browns and number 6 for Christine, as well as the last for Christine. Truly is an Aries, just like Aurora. She should be headstrong, independent, and maybe a type A one day. When Truly was born, Aspen was 15, McKelty was 13, Peyton was 11, Gwendolyn was 8, and Isabel was just 7. So side note, Kody began courting Robin Alice Sullivan Jessup during the time that Christine was pregnant with Truly. And I just can't imagine that, you guys. I got that this is, like an expectation in polygamous life, but if Christine thought she would be the last wife, and then it would just be kind of heartbreaking to go through with this, because with all the challenges that women face as they're pregnant, they're expecting, I can't imagine my husband being excited about dating another woman, much less planning for a wedding, and maybe not being there for the expectant mom as much as she might need. It just seems like horrible timing. Just my opinion, just my conjecture. I just think I would die a little bit inside, and I don't know how your baby wouldn't feel the emotions that you're having going through that. So because of that, I've always had a special place in my heart for Miss Truly. So there's that. Okay, rant over. So Kody and Robin got married in 2010 and she became Robin Brown. The whole family picked up and moved to Nevada. Also, not to be a buzzkill or to give another rant, but I did feel like Robin's wedding was super fancy compared to Kody's 3 previous wives, and I wanted to be supportive. Like, I want to, but I just feel like they could have had a smaller wedding since they had a pretty lavish honeymoon to Brown standards, or they could have had a bigger reception and a smaller honeymoon. But to do both, it seems like someone is maybe the favorite or getting better treatment than the other wives. All that. The big wedding, the wedding reception, and uber long vacation, all while Christine was home with a new baby by herself. It's yucky. Okay, I just had to say that or I wouldn't feel honest. Rant over. Okay, so the whole family, again, moved to Vegas in 2010. Oh, here's some more of Kody and Robin and his hair. Definitely hair products. Definitely. So the whole family moved to Vegas. In 2010, they started filming, and then the show began airing in 2011. Welcome to Las Vegas. I thought it was a strange fit at the time, but it actually worked out really good. In 2011, Robin gave birth to Solomon Kody Brown. And this was, okay, I'm not going to count total Brown babies at this point, but it was Kody and Robin's first together. Solomon is a Scorpio like Maddie, so they can be tenacious in pursuit of a goal, have lofty goals, and they don't let things get in their way. So for all the politics in the family, Solomon is cute with his blonde hair. And not so much Kody's hair, but I did think that the man bun came into play about that time. Moving on to 2014. MLM Mary Caroline Barber Brown did the most selfless thing imaginable and offered to divorce and end her legal marriage to Kody Brown so that Robin could marry him legally. And this was done so that it would help with the chances of Kody adopting Robin's kids as his own. And you can't take it away from Parawan Mary that she is selfless. It would be really hard to do this, especially considering with how Mary and Kody's marriage imploded later. So Robin and Kody were then legally married in December of 2014. The man bun is still on the scene. In 2015, the kids were adopted. And here is Robin's leg of the Brown family. So credit where credit is due. Garrison enlisted in the Nevada Army National Guard in November of 2015, and he graduated from basic training the following September. So in January of 2016, Ariana Mae was born to Robin and Kody Brown. This was their second baby, the 5th baby for Robin, but the 18th baby for Kody. And when Ariella was born, David Dayton was almost 16, Aurora was 13, Brianna was 10, and Solomon was already 4. So also in 2016, the first Brown kid gets married. Madison Rose got married outdoors to Caleb Brush in Bozeman, Montana. It was a June wedding, and if you remember, they got engaged on an ATC ride. It was really cute. Aspen, McKelty, and Leo stood for her and truly was the flower girl. Their wedding was beautiful. Maddie's a Scorpio and Caleb's a Capricorn. So it should be a good match because they have a lot in common and they're both driven on their goals, and it means that they're going to have a chance of getting along well. And did you note that Caleb is a Capricorn? And so that makes Kody love him so much because he's a Capricorn too. It's a lot of love. Like, Kody was practically crying when Caleb and Maddie left to live away from the family. I loved their wedding. Maddie was so beautiful. Her dress, her hair, her makeup. And it was outdoors, so it was so them. There wasn't a pretentious thing about it. And I know Caleb was born in Iowa, but he was raised in Montana. So I don't think he grew up in polygamy that I could find anywhere anyway. So if anyone knows more about that, let me know. At first, I did have polygamy vibes on Caleb, but no. They're absolutely monogamous. And I think all of the Brown children are monogamous that I know of. I probably just had polygamy vibes because Kody liked them so much. So also in 2016, Mykelti Ann was married to Antonio Padron in December. They lived in St. George when the love happened, and he's a Scorpio, she's a Gemini, and this can be a difficult pairing because they're so different. Typically, he would be intense and she would be curious and lighthearted, and that can rub against each other. However, these are only stereotypes and anything can happen, and they do seem to get along really well. Their wedding was beautiful. Mykelti wore a bare-shouldered dress and their colors were pretty. They were married outside at a country club in the wintertime. I love weddings that are unique, so I really liked it. There was a sweet spirit about the wedding, but I do remember some drama about it being too cold, and one of the moms didn't want their kids to be in the formal photos because it was too cold. Is that a rumor or did that happen? I'm not sure. Otherwise, though, it was perfect. I think Tony's in banking and Mykelti does MLM. So that's just my conjecture. That's not a fact, but that's the rumor that I heard on the internet. Moving on. So in 2017, Firstborn, come on Logan, where are you? There you are. Firstborn Logan was engaged to his love Michelle Petty, and I was surprised to learn that she's actually a couple years older than him, if the internet is right anyway. And they're very private from the show, so I don't want to go too much into their story, but I wanted to put Logan in because he's an important part of the Brown clan, and I think he's great. And I think she's great. And do you like her cowboy boots? That's what I want to know. Also in 2017, Leon came out to their parents, to their dad and their moms. And, oh, let's take one more look at those cute cowboy boots. Okay. So I feel like because it's such a conservative religious background that they actually did receive sort of an unexpected amount of support. Some people took a little longer to bring around than others, but I think today in the acceptance category, everything is pretty much where it should be. And I wish them the best. This rainbow was super fun to create in Minecraft. Also in 2017, Maddie and Caleb Brush welcomed baby Axel James. Axel is a May baby, and he's the first Taurus that I found in the family, which means he could be stubborn, but he'll be steady. And Axel is their Baba number 1. So cute. Do you like Caleb's beard? Yes. So in 2018, here comes one of my favorites. This is my favorite wedding. I told you my bias crept in. So Aspen Christine Brown married her longtime crush Mitch Thompson in a June wedding. Perfection. Although all the weddings have been beautiful so far, and I mean all of them, I think that Aspen's was the most amazing because it was beautiful. From the venue to her dress, her hair, her makeup, and Mitch's traditional kilt, which was great to see. And that kilt was super hard to build. In Minecraft, yes, it was. I did try to make it traditional with all the parts of it. Well, no, let me take that back. Not all the parts you can see. So it was a Celtic traditional wedding, and I just think that's so cool when you bring in things from other parts of one's culture, and they made it work. It was really nice. So they're just 3 years apart. Aspen's 3 years younger than him. She graduated from UNLV in 2019 with a degree in education. I can totally see her doing that. And he's a carpenter in Lehigh. So I don't have Mitch's birthday. I just kind of know the year, but it seems like they're super compatible. And I root for them so much because they're so cute. So cute. One more look at the kilt, and then we'll move on. I love how all the conservative girls wore kind of a little bit sassy wedding dresses. I like it. In 2018, the Brown family moved to Flagstaff, which was super stressful to me in my life personally because they had to sell the Vegas homes and then they were scrambling for rentals in Flagstaff, and it was crazy, you guys. It's too much. I don't even understand really why they had to leave. All right, in 2019, here we are. Leo the lion became engaged. That's right. Leo became engaged to Audrey Chris. They're about 5 months apart in age. Leo is a Leo, and Audrey is a Capricorn. So sadly, those usually don't match up very well because one is really warm and the other is really cool. And sometimes that rubs. But in this case, I think the stereotypes don't hold true because from what I can see, they get along super well. And I do not see a problem in the near future. So in 2019, we're back with Maddie and Caleb Brush. They gave birth to their second child and their first daughter. Her name's Evangeline Kody Brush. Little Evie is an Aries like Aurora, so she'll be headstrong and independent and maybe a type A when she grows up. When Evie arrived, Axel was almost 2. So Maddie probably has her hands full as well. Very cute. Moving on, in 2021, we find ourselves talking about Mykelti because Mykelti has a baby. That's right. Mykelti and Tony Padron welcomed their first child, Avalon Asa Padron. And little Ava, I think they call her, is an Aries too, so she'll be headstrong, independent, and possibly type A. I feel like these kids are going to be bossing everybody around, which is fine. I love it. Do you like Tony's hair? And also, Mykelti lightened her hair a little. It's all there. And here we come in 2021. Fabulous Christine Ruth, all red brown, split with Kody Brown. It happened, folks. Here she is running to her new life. And it's okay. Not every relationship works out forever. But I love that she is making a new life and a new future in Utah, and I'm thrilled for her and excited for her independence. Every time I see her, she is glowing and she looks beautiful, and you can see the worries are lifting, and I am here for it. She's still filming for the show, but I can't help but hope for a spinoff for her. Like maybe a spinoff for her and Janelle. I would watch that all day long. I'm here for it. Just want to talk about Hunter Brown for a second. Hunter is very accomplished. He graduated from the United States Air Force Academy in April of 2020. He was a distinguished graduate. He finished in the upper 10% of his class, and he's now going to study at Johns Hopkins to complete a master's degree in nursing, which is the helping profession, and I think that's amazing. So good job, Hunter. Moving along, I'm putting this next item into 2021, although I don't know when, and all I know is that our sweet little Gwenny came out as bisexual to her conservative family, and I think it's amazing. You love who you love, and there shouldn't be a problem with that. I love that she is defiant about it, and if you don't like it, you can just write off. And that is all she said about that. Go Team Gwenny. And here we are. Do you know where we are? That's right. We're on Coyote Pass. Janelle finally moved her stuff out to Coyote Pass on the Coyote Pass property in an RV. And she chose the dogs. Yes, Janelle. Kody, I don't know about you. Just come on. Lay off the puppies and support this woman. She's been behind you all of these years. She's the family CFO. The dogs definitely need to stay. And I just need a moment to make a stand that if this woman can put up with every iteration of your hairstyle, mister, then hang on. You can just deal with her dog children. What the hell, Kody? Okay, moving along to the last Brown event in my timeline. We have the wedding of Logan Brown and Michelle Petty. Welcome to the family, Michelle Brown. It was really pretty. Her dress was like, wow, right? Okay, you guys, that's it for my Sister Wives timeline. For now, I know there are other exciting events coming along for the Brown family in the future. If you have any suggestions for me to cover in Pop Culture Minecraft, please drop a line in the comments. Thanks for staying with me. Hopefully see you in the next video. Bye!